Discover the transformative power of Ayurveda as we delve into the intricate relationship between stress and disease and learn how to harness this ancient wisdom for a healthier, more balanced life. Prolonged stress wreaks all sorts of havoc. It can contribute to fatigue, diabetes, hypertension, ulcers, loss of libido, and reduced resistance to disease. Emotional upset can throw women's periods off kilter, reduce fertility, and make menopause more difficult. Feeling stressed affects your ability to work, to think clearly, and to have a satisfying social relationships. In animal experiments, stress has accelerated aging and death, hastened the spread of cancer, and promoted heart attacks. In 1993, the United States Public Health Survey estimated that 70 to 80% of Americans who visit physicians suffer from a stress-related disorder. That the thoughts in your mind have an enormous effect on your body has become well accepted. There's even a tongue-twisting name for a new field of scientific investigation of the mind-body connection, psychoneuroimmunology, or you can just say PNI. PNI studies the interaction between the mind, nervous system, immune system, and the endocrine system and acknowledge the unity of our complex interacting parts. Early mind-body studies showed that people were more likely to become ill after suffering severe emotional trauma. Recent studies have been able to actually measure the dip in immune defenses. If this information is helpful to you, please like, comment, and subscribe. In one study, the immune cells of students dropped significantly during exam week, presumably because of extra stress. In another experiment, rats were taught to shut down their own immune system by conditioning behavior. We all have conditioned behavior, some good, some not so good. In the 1990s, a Stanford University Medical Center psychiatrist who set out to disprove the mind-body link actually provided strong evidence that it does exist. In the study, women with advanced breast cancer attended support groups in which they shared feelings and information and learned simple relaxation techniques. When the psychiatrist compared with women who did not attend the groups, the supported women were less depressed, felt less pain, had a more positive outlook, and lived twice as long. 2 of the women were still alive and disease-free 10 years later, but none of the unsupported women survived. Many scientists suspect that the mind-body connection is involved in the documented spontaneous remissions from cancer and many other diseases that appear to be otherwise inexplicable or unexplainable. As a result of these and other experiments, modern immunobiologists routinely refer to the immune system as a circulating nervous system. Needless to say, this has immense significance in our daily life. Press your fingertips to your lymph glands and just see if you feel tenderness or pain or heat. If your lymph glands feel hard or tender or warm, then the nervous system is communicating to you that it is tired. One system is expressing the state of another, seemingly separate system. So we think. But it's now absolutely known that there are receptors in the organs of the body that are constantly communicating with each other. In Ayurveda, restoring and revitalizing the stress-prone nervous system is the key to preventing and treating all disease. This approach offers tools and technology to reach the underlying sources of illness, stress in its many forms, from bacteria, viruses, parasites, to toxic pollution and toxic emotions. The mind-body is a never-ending cycle of feelings and nerve impulses, hormonal secretions, and biochemical reactions. Just like people, your systems are constantly interacting, not only with the world, but with themselves and one another. The nervous system interacting with the digestive system, interacting with the immune system. Unresolved stress, whether blissful or painful, leaves fight or flight response stuck in the on position. Fight or flight response is the response of the whole nervous system to stress. The opposite of fight or flight is rest and digest. We can get absolutely locked into fight or flight, and it's so chronic, we've learned how to adapt to it, and we're just taking our bodies down a little bit at a time. The wear and tear exhausts first the nervous system, then the endocrine system, and then the immune system, and eventually affects all the other systems, leaving you vulnerable to infection and other diseases. Ayurveda can help with minor annoying everyday ailments as well as serious conditions, as attested to by some of my following patients. My patient offered this testimonial after suffering for over 40 years with asthma, allergy, pain, and chronic fatigue due to years of taking antibiotics. Ayurveda has given me a quality of life I had never before experienced. Although you may be tempted to let your practice slide during times of acute stress, those are the very times you need the calming, balancing practices of Ayurveda, as another patient discovered. Recently, my father had a heart attack, she wrote. I was able to keep my anxiety and fears under control by practicing all the Vata balancing techniques Dr. Thomas taught me. Instead of falling apart and becoming a hindrance, I was able to nurture myself both physically and emotionally and be there when my father needed me so desperately. Consider the possibilities of happiness, health, vitality, a daily feeling of relaxation, productivity. The goal of Ayurveda is to get in touch with the interactions of our doshas, and when we say our doshas, we're translated, that means our biosystems, the nervous system, the digestive system, the immune system. So the goal of Ayurveda is to get in touch with the interactions of the nervous system, the digestive system, and the immune system. Also to have interaction with other people and with the rhythms of the universe, to be in sync with the 24-hour circadian, to be in sync with the seasons, to eat with the seasons. So if it's hot, we eat cool foods in Ayurveda. If it's cold, we eat foods that are like soups with a little ghee in it. If it's springtime and we have mucus, we eat more spicy foods. That's what Ayurveda means by being in sync with the rhythms of the universe. When you bring your mind and awareness to that and feel the universe flowing through you 24 hours a day, you are experiencing what the ancient teachers of Ayurveda called wholeness. And feel the universe flowing through you 24 hours a day. When you're calm and relaxed and you don't have lots of negative thoughts or busy, anxious thoughts in your mind, you're capable of actually sitting down and going into a state of equanimity, of relaxation. And this is the goal in Ayurveda, to operate in a busy world and still feel as though you're in quiet alertness. This is what Ayurveda calls wholeness. When you are in that quiet state of alertness, you are experiencing wholeness. This is why, as Deepak Chopra points out, there is no wear and tear in the universe, only rest, activity, and endless cycles of renewal and transformation. As you read this, your mind-body is busily renewing itself. The body is constantly making new cells and getting rid of new cells. You know from experience that you constantly need to cut your hair, clip your nails. As Dr. Deepak Chopra points out, what you may not know is that 98% of the atoms in your body are replaced each year. The bones in your skeleton regenerate every 3 months.
The cells of your liver are made new every 6 weeks.
You generate a whole new skin once a month. You really do. You generate a whole new skin once a month. Your stomach lining is replaced every 5 days. What this indicates is that if you feed yourself with the right foods, you can influence the regeneration process. In the computer world, there's a saying, garbage in, garbage out. It's the same with your mind-body. Joyful thinking, joyful moving, vegetables, fruit, but mostly vegetables, grains, beans. These are the foods, dense nutrition, that produce a new liver, a new stomach lining. And according to your body type, and that is one of the unique knowledges of Ayurveda. You certainly don't want to be limp and tired as opposed to that joyfulness, because you don't eat dense nutrition, you don't have good grains, you don't eat beans, you don't work on those positive thought processes, you don't oil the body, you don't rest the mind, you don't contemplate, you get in a fight or flight and you forget to take care of the body and to love the body. Ayurvedic practices guide you toward supplying your mind-body with diverse, pure, high-octane fuel and burning it cleanly, which leads to an improved healing process and a return to health. Our relationship to the elements, the doshas, remember, the doshas are the biosystems, the nervous system, the digestive system, and the immune system. And the senses connect us to an endless cycle of transformation within. And that's what Ayurveda says is the secret of good health, is that you always take time every day for 10 or 15 minutes, and if you can, twice a day, and just sit down and go within and feel the tension if that's what's there, feel listen to the thoughts, hear the silence in, whatever the case may be, spend the time within yourself. This is the wisdom, the paradigm of Ayurveda. It can become a part of your daily life. Stress is not just a state of mind, it's a catalyst for disease. But what if you could turn the tables on stress, using it as a tool for growth and development? Welcome to the world of Ayurveda, a powerful healing system that does just that. Thanks for watching. Please leave me a message or a question, and please subscribe. This is Dr. Helen Thomas. If you're interested in getting a personal Ayurvedic consultation, and you can do that online, you can call my office at 707-527-7313. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.